but Allah. But it also says what? And those who, they say, who, how they put it? And those who are wise or something like that. Those who are wise. But I want to hit that word. I don't have it written on the board. Those who are wise. Because when I read that, even before I really understood Arabic at all, how you gonna understand it if you got to already be wise before you can understand it? All right. But the word that they're translating for wise is ulul albab, and bab is what? Door. All right. So what is it saying? That only those who are open to understanding will get it. So that's who will get the Arabic. Those who are open to it. If you're not open, it's not coming in. All right. Ulul albab. That's who it's translated. Because I was just puzzled about it. I was like a little baby. What? How in the world am I going to get the wisdom if I got to be wise already? And it was only after Allah blessed me to be able to look into the root words that the Imam Muhammad had actually told us about, the root words and so forth, and I was able to see this. My first inclination, my first encouragement to start looking for depth like this was I used to see Imam Muhammad in those early days. He'd have a little 3x5 card or some little piece of paper, and he would teach us for 6 and 7 hours. And every now and then he'd look at that little piece of paper. What could that man have on that little piece of paper? Because he wasn't faking. He would look at it, And one day, I was blessed to get my hands on an Arabic dictionary. It was actually given to me. A brother in the prison had ordered an Arabic dictionary, and because the entries were in Arabic, he said he couldn't do anything with it. He now has this doctorate degree if he's still living, and he has a professorship here at Northwest University of Indiana Northwest. But I tried to maintain contact with him, but I don't know whether he passed away or whether he cut me off. I don't know. But I couldn't worry about it. But he gave me the dictionary and traded it to me for another book that I had, one of Imam Muhammad's books, which I had more than one of them. So I just gave him, And I began to look, and I had taken this dictionary into the mosque with me on 73rd and Stone Island. I don't know why. And so I was sitting, I'm not going to name the brother because this brother is still very active in the community, but the Imam was teaching on Pharaoh. And so I didn't know how to find Pharaoh in the dictionary, but I know that it sounded like it was with a, so I knew where that letter was because I had learned a little bit by mouth. So I went there and then I just started going down the list. And all of a sudden I'm not going down the list looking for Firaun. I'm looking for Pharaoh in the devil. And sure enough, I found Pharaoh. And then I began and I'm looking at the entries on the Pharaoh. And all the things that the Imam was talking about that on Pharaoh, there were entries on the Firaun, which is one who divides. That's how Pharaoh ruled, by dividing and conquering the people. And I was motivated from there to know what he was doing. And he was actually breaking the language down. But if he had stayed on that kind of a presentation, he wouldn't have been able to cover all that he needed to cover. Because this is explanation. The last one over there is details. And that's what he used to know, 6 and 7 hours. That's what he used to give us, details. Okay? The awala means first. That means that the first, nobody's getting this from a book. This is coming really by way of revelation. That's what Yusuf was getting. By way of revelation, Allah was showing him. And the Imam he would tell us Allah shows him things also. That's tahweel, all right? Tafsir, I said, this is explanation. And then the tafsir, that is the end product of Fasara. This is to explain, and this is the explanation, all right? This is first, and so the first that when you get it first, you got it directly from Allah. If you didn't get it directly from Allah, then it's not tahweel. It's either tafsir or tafsir. All right. Okay. So then fasala. I was looking in my Arabic Quran. I didn't see that surah. Fusilat. It's surah Hamim, and Hamim also has the name Fusilat, coming from that same word, Fasalat, Fusilat. And Fusilat means the details, giving the details, okay? So what our job was, this is what Imam Muhammad got tired of is that we were not doing the tafsir. We were just simply going back and repeating what he said. I remember we were in a meeting once, and he was talking about Yusuf. And before the break, and so then we came back after the break, he kind of wanted to get started. He said, well, let's see how many of you remember where we said, now what did we know about Yusuf? And this one brother who I won't name, what he said, well, I know you said. He said, no, I don't want to know what I said. I want to know what you got to say. Well, he said, you interpret, break it down, and put it in your own words. Don't just quote. And this is where we wound up too often today. I don't mean abandon what he said, but go into the details and see how did he get there.
Use your own brain.
That's right. Yeah, use your own brain. See, how did the imam get to that point? Not trying to challenge the point, but how did he get there? Because you will get a better understanding of it if you know how he got there. Do you know that we would be better Muslims if we understood what a Muslim is? But we are satisfied with the definition that they give us in these nice little books that says a Muslim is one who submits his will to the will of Allah. And that's not wrong. But it doesn't make the connections for us. So I'm going to break away on that.